Good afternoon, everyone. It is Championship Sunday here at the IRA Civic Center. Championship game of the Star of the North Bantam AA tournament here in Grand Rapids. We apologize. We were mistaken about which team was playing in here. It's Grand Forks Aviators. We said them, but it's not Rochester. It's actually Prior Lake. They got a 2-1 victory over Rochester in overtime, I believe. So it's going to be a Grand Forks and Prior Lake here in the championship game of the Star of the North tournament. This game is brought to you by Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm. They are a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey. I wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. The Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large-screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game. They also offer large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet, they can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth, Minnesota. Check them out today. And finally, this championship game between Grand Forks and Prior Lake is brought to you by Iron Range Apparel. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor, along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, and good luck to all the players. So we have about 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in warm-ups. Puck drop coming up here in the championship game between Grand Forks and Prior Lake.
All right, we're getting ready to get underway for our 2020 Bantam AA Championship of the Star of the North hockey tournament here in Grand Rapids at the IRA Civic Center. Should be a fun one, Blake.
Yeah, it should be. Prior Lakes kind of surprised me. They in their first game, I believe they lost to Roseville, so that was kind of a surprising loss. But now they've come back. They got that wild card. They actually won there. That was Rochester that got the wild card. But Prior Lakes surprised us. They beat Rochester there in that semifinal game, and now here they are in the championship game against Grand Forks.
The starting lineups being introduced here. Well, here we go. Championship game between Prior Lakes and Grand Forks. The Lakers versus the Aviators. Should be a fun one here today.
So in our last game, we had St. Cloud and Grand Rapids, and the Huskies got the victory over the Thunderhawks, 5-3 in that one. That was our first game of the day, and now we have the championship here between Grand Forks and Prior Lake.
And don't forget that following today's game, we will have the presentation of the player of the game. Player of the game will also receive a hat from Iron Range Apparel. And we're underway for Championship Sunday here in Grand Rapids as Grand Forks controls the play. Now Noreen sends it out to center. Back in to get it to Stokes for the Lakers. Behind that net, picked up by Grand Forks. They'll bring it back to the point. It's fired in by Stroh. In the corner is Scarperud. Behind that was Emerson. Plays it ahead to Revak. Revak gets it out to center. Eider brings it in for Prior Lakes. Prior Lake head coach Tony Bianchi. I believe he's a 1989 Bloomington Jefferson graduate. And that's a name that was echoed across the St. Paul Civic Center by Dick Stanford several times in his career with Bloomington Jefferson. And dump back out as the Grand Forks will hold it in. Philpott sends it into the corner, now picked up by Pearson. And out to center ice we come. Grand Forks will retrieve it and dump it back in as Barry will send it in. Plays it, tips it ahead as Taco tips it into the Grand Forks end. Turn back the other way is Philpott bringing it in. Racing for the puck. Philpott will get this behind the net. Great defensive play by Prior Lake behind the net as Philpott sends it in there. Picked up by Pearson. Pearson will get it around the boards. Held in by Noreen. Behind the net, picked up by Johansson. Johansson with it. Trying to work as Noreen will keep it in. Shot on goal and saved by goaltender Mickett.
This game is brought to you by Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm. They are a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. Quick shout out here, Brooke Berry is saying go Bauer Berry, number 3 on Grand Forks. So we thank Brooke for joining us here today for this championship game between Grand Forks and Prior Lake.
And this is played in as Prior Lake in their own end of the ice. Up to center ice and fired back in by Noreen. Played out now by Kimmis. Kimmis brings it into the Grand Forks end. Behind the net. Tipped around by Stroh. Back to get it as Noreen plays it over on the other side for Grand Forks. Still Linseth. Play it out. Rice holds it in for Prior Lake. Rice plays that puck. Rice now to the loose puck sends it back to the point. Pregler with a chance at it. Over to Levine. Back over to Pregler. Pregler with a shot right on save. Goaltender Peterson. Big blockers. Big save early in this game for Grand Forks. As a stoppage of play here. Face-off is going to come to the left of goaltender Peterson. Ray will over to Barry and they get it out here. Reynolds driving in as Scarperud picks up that puck. Scarperud plays it ahead. Gets it over to Jackson. And the Lakers will get it back out to center. Scarperud plays it in for Vetch. Vetch driving in. Nice defensive play by Boyce for the Lakers. Dump back in and up out of play. Off the stick of Ray.
This game is brought to you by the Rig Sports Grill in Eveleth. They offer casual family dining and a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from the menu. The Rig Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never have to miss a minute of the game.
Philpott drives back into that corner. Philpott leaves it, and he picks it up. Tipped out by Rivak. Back to get his Barry. Barry, of course, is the son of head coach of the University of North Dakota, Brad Barry. We've got some North Dakota alumni. North Dakota coach and alumni coaching this team from Grand Forks, and Tim Scarperud. Barta drives back in with a shot right on. Save by Mickett. Turn back the other way comes Prior Lake. It's blocked down as Stroh picks this up. Stroh gets it to Barta. Barta tips it out. Plays it at Linseth. Played it for a moment. Bracked in by the Lakers. Running around behind the net trying to set this up. As Grand Forks will come out with it. And moving in is Johansson behind the net. Johansson leaves it for Andres. Johansson working for it as the Lakers will try to get it out to center here. Over on the side as Sheffield sends it out and up and out of play. Face-off is going to be inside the Lakers zone.
Here's a word from our sponsor, Iron Range Apparel. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather.
And fired behind the net as the Lakers come away with it along the half wall. And bringing out was Taco. Plays it over to Pavic. Pavic moves it in. Pavic plays it over to Taco behind the net. He's racing for that puck. Taco's got control of it. In there to help out for the Aviators is Stroh. Back on the point. Shot placed in by Andres. Just goes wide of the mark. Or I'm sorry, that was Pragler on the shot. Going wide of the mark there. And stoppage of play.
From Iron Range Apparel, each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, and good luck to all the players.
Dump back in as Peterson has got this save. 11-13 just underway here, period number 1. No score between Grand Forks and Prior Lake.
And also from Iron Range Apparel, they're our Player of the Game sponsor for this game. As the Player of the Game will be receiving a hat courtesy of Iron Range Apparel.
Scarborough drives it in as Reynolds picks it up and played out. Held in by Grand Forks. Scarborough now playing it at center. Back to Ray. Ray plays it ahead. Picked up by Scarborough. Scarborough drives it back in. Back to pick it up as Pragler. Pragler plays it to Rice. Rice gets it out to Scarborough, and Rice now picks it up. Rice skating it in. Rice trying to make a move to the net as Jackson comes away with it. Nice chances. Rice working hard on this shift here for the Lakers. Played along the board as Ray, and stoppage of play here on the whistle. Yeah, shot sent over the top of the net by the Lakers. That came from Rivak. There's a shot right on by Eider. Penalty coming up on the Lakers. High sticky minor is the call. Over to Noreen, plays it over on the other side. Top side, Grand Forks brings it out. And dumped in by Stroh. Back to get his Emerson. Plays along the half wall. Grand Forks keeps this drive going. Noreen plays a shot. Back to Noreen on the point. Noreen working it in. Wheeling it around. Noreen slides it in, trying to get it deeper in the zone. Noreen working around, shot in, blocked through traffic. Over to get it is Philpott. Philpott plays it over on the other side to Stroh. Back to Philpott. Back there to Stroh. We just mixed a wide open net. Chance for Grand Forks to capitalize on this power play. Noreen over to Philpott. Philpott wheeling around. Back to Noreen. Noreen back over to Philpott. Philpott driving it in and up and out of play. Faceoff will stay inside the Lakers zone. Well, 55 seconds left in the power play for Grand Forks here, Blake.
Another game going on right now in the other rink. It's the third place game. Unfortunately, they play the two games at the same time. or else we would have done the third place and championship games here from the Star of the North tournament.
Shot and a goal by Grand Forks. They capitalize on this power play. And that goal is going to come to number 15, Olin Andres. He's going to get that one. Andres will try to get the assist on that goal. Has played in the Lakers zone. Barry trying to hold it in. And back to get it is Ray. He's pressured by Taco. Taco doing a good job on Ray. Taco takes the puck away. Tries to backhand it towards the front of the net. Taco playing behind the net now, and in there to help out his teammate is Pavic. Pavic working it around. There's Taco. Good job by Barry there as well, defending behind the net. So Andres and the assist going to Mason Ray on that first goal, as a power play coming up here for the Lakers.
Yep, so a chance for Prior Lake to tie it up here after Grand Forks gets the first goal of the game. So power play here with 7:45 remaining in our first period of play. 1-0 in favor of the Grand Forks Aviators.
And dumped out on the icing.
What I was mentioning before, the third place game between, I believe it's Rochester and Chaska Chanhassen. It's unfortunate that we can't stream that one because championship and third place are at the same time.
Here's played in by Boyce, sends it in the corner. Boyce now has it along the half wall. Sends it out to Stokes. Or I'm sorry, that is, that. Stokes there playing it. Sends it in. Into Boyce. Boyce with it. And Grand Forks will get this out. Minute 13 left on the power play for the Lakers. They're trying to capitalize on this one and tie it up at 1 apiece. Moved around as Boyce brings it in for the Lakers. Shot steered aside by Peterson. They'll keep it in as Boyce plays it into Eider. Plays it towards the front of the net. There's Emerson. Emerson over on the other side. Plays it into Rivac. Rivac working it back to Eider. Eider back to Boyce. Back on the point is driven in, shot on by Boyce. And a chance for the Lakers.
Couple of shout outs here. Jackie Andres says go Olin. Jeff Barta says let's go Aviators. And Egan Johansson once again joining us to watch your Grand Forks Aviators. And Egan says let's go JoJo.
It is controlled and brought out to center ice. And now the Lakers send it back in. Back to get his Johansson. Johansson plays it up to center ice, and there's a race for it. As a goaltender, Mickett is going to make that save and get the face-off inside their zone.
One other shout out here. Brad Dega, that's the username there. Whoever that is says go Lakers. And of course, we thank everyone for joining us for this championship game between Grand Forks and Prior Lake.
played as Grand Forks returns back to full strength. And dumped out by Taco. Sent back in by Stroh. Taco has it, plays it through center ice. Racing in to get his Pavic. Pavic along the boards, and Taco's going to get in there and get it. Taco plays it to Pavic. Loose puck gives away by Grand Forks as Scarperud picks it up. Skates it back in. Reynolds will try to reach that puck and turn around by Taco. Back the other way. Sends it, shot right on. And Stroh played it over to Scarperud. Scarperud come through center ice, picked up by Reynolds. Reynolds slides it over to Jackson, shoots, he scores! Jackson on the goal, puts the Aviators up 2-0.
Well, a big goal there for Grand Forks to make it 2-0. You know, Prior Lake had that power play, and they couldn't pull through to tie it up at 1. And now Grand Forks gets another one here. 4:54 remaining here in period number 1. And like I said, Aviators 2 and the Lakers 0 so far in this championship game.
Dump back into the Aviators' end as they'll try to get something going here. Grand Forks comes back the other way and sent out by Barda. Picked up by Eider, sends it in. Eider out to center. As Barry controls the puck. Barry with it. Skating back his own end of the ice, sends it over to Ray. Ray sends it ahead in the zone. Some nice hits placed on by both teams here in this game. Barry plays it over to Ray. Ray skating it through center ice. And turn back the other way comes the Lakers. Boyce skates in. And a whistle and stoppage of play.
One more shout out here. Lori and Allen once again joining us in Seattle. And they say, good luck, Aviators.
And right behind the net is Grand Forks, and they'll send it out. This will be an icing on the call. .329 left here, period number 1. Grand Forks has a 2-0 lead over Prior Lake. And sent back towards the net by Emerson. Held in. By the Grand Forks comes out with it here as Noreen brings it back in. Noreen takes a shot wide of the mark. And it comes out to center. Noreen will retrieve, play it towards the center of the rink. Noreen sends it ahead. Noreen gets it back again, sends it over to the other side. And back in comes Stokes driving in. Stokes with trying to make a play there as Stroh will come out with it. Stroh trying to get it out to Johansson. And sent in by Rice, but they're in offside.
Well, 2:34 remaining here in period number 1. Still 2-0 in favor of Grand Forks. They've been playing pretty good so far in this one and have 2 goals in this first period.
Grand Forks will play it out to center as Pearson will pick it up. And now Reynolds. Scarperud comes out of that corner, takes a shot. Might have hit the side of the net there as Reynolds gets it behind the net. Reynolds skating around, gets it back out to Barry. Barry sends it in to Vetch. Barry will control and turn around. The other way is Pearson. Loose puck picked up by Ray. Gets it to Scarperud. Scarperud will try to drive it towards the net as Barry sends it back as Scarperud picks it up. Scarperud back to Barry. Into Scarperud. Over to Vetch. And the Taco comes out with it here. Taco skating it in. Mike's a nice move and then loses an edge. Nice move by Taco there. Turn back the other way comes the Lakers. And dumped out here's Jackson gets it out. Back to get it. Tipped back in by Levine. And then Sheffield tipped it in for the Lakers. This is Barta, plays it through center ice and dumps it in. Back on the other side, going to the other side here, comes in Rivak. Rivak moving behind the net. Rivak skates it around. Rivak plays it back to the point to Andres. Or I'm sorry, Rivak back to Pregler. And sent in. Rivak skating around. Gets it out to Levine. Levine puts a shot. Rivak gets it back. Rivak to Levine. Levine with a shot. This goes tips by the goalie into the corner. Levine again. Another chance. And out to center and played in by Grand Forks. Pregler will leave it for Levine. Levine sends it over to Rivak. Here we've got 1 second left here in the period. That'll do it. So after one period of play, Grand Forks with a 2-0 lead. And Blake will have your first period scoring summary.
Alright, so from the first period of play, here's your scoring summary. Grand Forks took a 1-0 lead at the 11:17 mark of that first period on the power play. Scoring the goal was number 15, Olin Andres. And the assist went to number 2, Mason Ray. Then Grand Forks added another one there to make it 2-0 at 4:54. Or with 4:54 remaining in that first period. Scoring the goal was number 8, Dylan Jackson. And the assist went to number 19, Mason Reynolds. And that's where we stand after one period of play. The Grand Forks Aviators 1 and the Prior Lake Lakers 0.
Time of that goal, that second Grand Forks goal was 12:06. I didn't have it converted right on the sheet. Obviously, I put down the time on the clock and not the time into the period, so got that squared away, and period 2 is upcoming. Prairie Lake, certainly lots of time left here, Blake, but they got to get something going here. They're hoping to get something going here in period 2.
Yeah, if they could just get one goal, I mean, you always want to get that first goal of the game to, you know, that seems to sometimes spark something up in your team. And that's all they want to do right now is get a goal and make it 2-1 here in the second period.
Get some momentum on their side with a goal. Ready to go. Period number 2 is Grand Forks will control it. As Barry sends it back in. Picked up by Boyce. He plays it back in to the Aviators zone. As Barry will move it out. Barry playing it. Moves it through center ice. Eider sends it back in. Eider with a drive right on and a save by goaltender Peterson. So 16:28 left here in period number 2, just underway. Grand Forks 2 and Prior Lake 0. And out is Reynolds. Reynolds drives in. Just chance for Reynolds back the other way. Taco skating in. They're trying to get that one. As Prior Lake picks it up as Pavak plays it back on the point. Yeah, Emerson sends it in. Trying to get to that loose puck and out to center. Reynolds chasing for it. And the Lakers trying to get out there. Scarperud has it. Scarperud. And tipped up, out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Grand Forks end, I believe, here. Yep. And back behind the net, played on the other side to Rice. Rice gets it up to Kimmis. Held in by Grand Forks. Prior Lakes wheels it behind their own net. And right out to center. Turns it back the other way as Anderson plays it. Anderson tips it back into the Aviators zone. Played by Peterson. Anderson sent the puck just wide of the net. Held in back on the point. Anderson behind the net. Anderson will try to keep this in, and the Aviators come out. Knocked out by Barda. Over on the other side to Noreen, dumps it in. This is Pearson. Back on the point. As Andres sends it back in and shot out front, chance for Linseth there. Tried to backhand her towards the net. Ray will send it back in. Pearson plays it over to Eider, will bring it out for the Lakers. Sent across the ice, the Lakers with a chance there, driven on net. Here's Boyce, centering, gets it out. As sent in by Pregler. And a stoppage of play on the save by the goaltender.
A shout out to Brianna Berry. She says, I'm Bauer Berry's #1 fan. Go Bauer, you rock. So, Brianna, yeah, thank you for joining us this afternoon for the championship game between Grand Forks and Prior Lake.
Driven back in by chance at a goal! Off the stick of Reynolds, he puts it home and puts Grand Forks ahead 3-0 in this game. That goal coming at 3:17.
Let's go!
Off the stick of Mason Reynolds. Lakers play it. Emerson. Emerson back in his own end of the ice. Emerson plays it ahead over to Boyce. Picked up and dumped out by Revac into the Aviators' end. So Scarperud and Stroh on the assist for Grand Forks. Wheeling behind the net is Barda. Barda in there to help out. Along with Pavic of the Lakers. Pavic will come out away with it. Dump back in. Shot on goal by the Aviators. Philpott sent that one in. And now the Lakers come out with it at center ice and dump back in by Stokes. And a shot right on goal as Ray picks it up. Ray over to Barry. Barry plays it ahead to Philpott. And the Lakers' Pavic moves it in, but picked up by Ray again. Ray gets it ahead. Loose puck picked up by Jackson. Jackson skates it around. Jackson trying to keep it going here is fired up and out of play. It's 11:49 left here in period number 2. Grand Forks 3 and Prior Lake 0.
Once again, another shout out to Egan Johansson. I'm Caden Johansson's number 2 fan, and let's go JoJo. So once again, we thank Egan for joining us here on this afternoon's broadcast.
And tipped out as the Aviators have it in their own end of the ice. The Aviators work it through center. Dump back in as Ray will race for that puck along with Andres. Gets it to Johansson. Held in by Rausch. And a save by goaltender Peterson.
This game is brought to you by Minnesota Twist Drill in Chisholm. They are a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all players on the season ahead and to have fun. And the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth offers casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites on the menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs and 2 10-foot projection screens.
Driven in by Grand Forks here as the Lakers will get it out, and Eider has it at center ice. Eider plays it over to the other side and fire it in. That shot coming in from Rivak. Plays it over to Stroh over behind the net. Scarper tries to send it out. Sent in by Stokes. There's a shot right on. Nice chance for Joe Rice there for the Lakers. Reynolds skating back the other way. Reynolds with a shot right on. And a save by Mickett. Dumped out by the Lakers. Gary has it. Plays it to Vetch. Vetch with a shot right on. And a save by goaltender Mickett.
Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in Thunderbird Mall in Virginia, Iron Range Apparel offers lake cabin and home decor along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather.
Barry has it back on the point. Barry puts a shot in wide of the net. Emerson trying to tip it out here as Ray keeps it down on the other side. Header. Moves it out to center. Brought in by the Lakers. And a shot tipped out of play by the goaltender.
Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel also offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook and Instagram, and good luck to all the players.
Aviators move it out through center ice. Picked up by Philpott. Philpott working it around. Philpott in there to help out is Barda. Ray plays it on the other side. Comes out. And here's a chance for the Lakers coming right in with a shot on goal. Nice chance for the Lakers to get within 2 goals here. Turn back the other way. And coming out with his Taco. Taco working it into the Aviators' end. Taco plays it back to the point. Shot in. It's blocked through traffic. And sent in again by Pearson. Barry plays it at center ice. Knocks it back in. Playing out, trying to, Sheffield gonna get in there to help out and get that loose puck and get it over to Pearson. Sheffield will get it out to center. Back to get it is Noreen. Noreen skating behind his own net where Noreen will bring it out, get it over to Stroh. Stroh dumps it back in. Around the back of the net, Stroh has it. Plays it over to Vetch. To Scarperud. Lakers will try to move it out here. Comes back in as Levine plays it over on the other side to Anderson. Anderson through center. And fired in by Rice. And Scarperud plays it along that half wall. This is Noreen. Over to Scarperud. Over to Reynolds. Reynolds will skate in with it. Reynolds along the boards now picked up by Levine. There's a centering pass for Philpott. Just couldn't complete it. Back the other way comes Eider. Eider with a drive right on. Shot. Save into the corner. Eider behind the net now. Fire Lake needs to get something going here. Eider working the puck around. Moves it back to the point. Shot gets blocked down. Shot coming in from Emerson. And the Aviators get it out. Back into the Lakers zone. 6:38 left here, period number 2. Grand Forks has the 3-0 lead over Prior Lake. As Barry tips it in, but they were not onside, so they'll have to check up. And that will be an icing.
Just got a note from Nate and Jenny Pearson. Number 10 on Prior Lake is pronounced Ben Fannenstein. And they also say go Lakers, so thanks for sending that message in, and we'll get that right for number 10 on Prior Lake.
Oh, Fannenstein, okay. I think I had pronounced it Fannenstein. So Fannenstein will get that corrected. And played in the corner as out. Grand Forks will hold it in. Noreen plays it in. Yeah, it's tipped towards the front of the net by Linseth. Andres and there Linseth behind the net. Pavic trying to bring it out here for the Lakers. Shot goes wide of the mark. Yeah, sent in by the Aviators. That shot coming from Johansson, and goaltender Mickett has the save. And over on the other side, as Rice was bringing it out. This is Pregler behind the net. Plays it ahead. Barry picks it up. Sends it over to Ray. Back to Barry. Over to Ray. Moves it in. And Barry's going to retrieve back in his own end. Barry will bring it back behind his own net. Barry plays it over other side to Ray. Ray with it, gets it out, and tipped through center. Back to get his Levine. Tipped out here by Rausch. As Barry plays it in. Levine plays it in, and Rausch picks it up, but in offside.
Couple more shout-outs here. Mark J. May says, let's go Eater. It's either Eater or Eiter. Then Mary Jean Olson once again joining us for this broadcast. Go Aviators from the Big Apple.
And fired behind the net as the play continues in the Aviator end of the ice. And they bring it out to center ice. Moving in was Noreen. Sent back in for Stroh. Back behind the net is Emerson. Plays it over to Eider. Eider has it at center and brings it out. And knocked back in by Jackson. Over on the other side is Emerson. Fight for it against the half wall. Emerson has control of it. Emerson sends it over to Eider. Eider out to center. Trying to get it over to Eider will pick it up and skate it in. Eider wheeling around. Eider loses an edge. As Noreen will pick it up. Loose puck in front. Shot right on. Great chance for the Lakers. Number 9, Parker Boyce. As they need a goal here. .309 left here. Period number 2, Grand Forks 3, Prior Lake 0. The shot is in front. Chance. Again for the Lakers. And this is Ray with it. Ray gets it on the half wall. Played out to center by the Aviators, and they're offside. Sent it over to Barry. Back over to Ray, plays it through center. Barry has it, dumps it back in. Pearson. Pearson now with the puck. Trying to get it out as the Aviators play it along the boards. And comes out to center ice. Skating in is Taco. Grand Forks turns it back the other way. Loose puck fight for it as Andres puts a shot on goal. And another save by Mickett. Shot in by Stroh. Grand Forks will keep this in. Scarperud plays it over to Vetch. Nice job by Pragler in there. Pragler fires over to Anderson. Trying to get it out here as Stroh keeps it in. Anderson brings it out to center. And Stroh is fighting for it. Anderson picks up that loose puck. Still loose behind the net. And shot played by Pragler. Over to Rice. Rice works it back on the other side. As Levine sent it towards the net. And now the Aviators come out with it. Scarperud tips it back in. Scarperud plays at it. Gets it out front for Vetch. Reynolds. Another chance as Vetch picks it up. Stroh can't keep it in here for the Aviators as it goes into the Lakers' end. Stroh playing it. Stroh gets it out to center, and that's going to go all the way through for an icing. Well, less than a minute to go in period number 2. 49 seconds to be exact. Sent in by the Lakers. Boyce back to Stokes. Played in front as there's a penalty coming up against the Lakers. And plays over Emerson. Gets it over to Stokes. Played around by Eider. Eider gets it out to center. Barry plays it back in. Driven back in by Stokes. Stokes working it in. Back behind the net as Barry has it. Out as Eider tries to keep it in here. And that's the end of the second period of play. So just one goal in that second period belonging to Grand Forks.
So here's your second period scoring summary. Just one goal in that period for Grand Forks. Score on the goal was number 19, Mason Reynolds. The assist went to number 18, Carson Scarborough. And number 12, Mason Stroh. Time of that goal was 3:17. That made it 3-0 Grand Forks. And that's where we stand after 2 periods of play in the Star of the North Bantam AA Championship game.
Well, any final thoughts before we pause for a step away from the microphones, Blake?
No, not really. It's been another nice performance by Grand Forks so far. They're a very skilled team, very fun to watch, and they score a lot of goals. We've seen that all weekend. They score goals in bunches. I've reffed them actually twice, and I've seen them play 3 times as we were doing that yesterday's game, Grand Forks game. So, we've seen them plenty this weekend, and they've been playing very solid hockey throughout the weekend. And once again, the championship game. They're playing very well as they lead 3-0 after 2 periods of play.
So we will step away from the microphones and come back for at least one more period here at the IRA Civic Center. This is the championship game of the Star of the North tournament, Bantam AA tournament between Prior Lake and Grand Forks. Welcome back to the IRA Civic Center. Grand Rapids. The championship game. Bantam BAA Star of the North hockey tournament here. As Grand Forks with a 3-0 lead over Prior Lake after 2 periods of play. And shout out to our sponsors, the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of our daily specials or your favorites from their full menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs, 2 10-foot projection screens, so you never miss a minute of the game. The Rink Sports Grill offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. Okay, let's try that again. Got my microphone hooked back up again here. So, the Rink Sports Grill in Eveleth, they are one of our sponsors. They offer casual family dining in a hockey-themed atmosphere. Try one of their daily specials or your favorites from their full menu. The Rink Sports Grill offers 8 large screen TVs, 2 10-foot projection screens so you never miss a minute of the game. The Rink Sports Grill offers large and small group seating with meeting areas available. Full menu, limited menu, or buffet. They can cater your event, party, or meeting. That's the Rink Sports Grill at 301 Hattrick Avenue in Eveleth. Check them out today. Minnesota Twist Drill is a proud sponsor of Up North Hockey, and they wish best of luck to all the players on the season ahead and to have fun. And also from Iron Range Apparel. Stop by Iron Range Apparel for all your Minnesota-themed clothing and home decor. Located in the Thunderbird Mall, Iron Range Apparel offers lake, cabin, and home decor, along with a large variety of apparel. Grab a hockey hoodie for the rink or a winter hat for the cold Minnesota weather. Each item is designed in-house, paying special attention to the local history and heritage. Iron Range Apparel offers wholesale pricing and custom screen printing. Find them on Facebook, Instagram, and they wish good luck to all the players. So we thank our sponsors, Minnesota Twist Drill, the Rink Sports Grill, and Iron Range Apparel for their season-long commitment to our broadcast here on Up North Hockey for the 2019-2020 season. Of course, Tuesday night we return to high school hockey as we'll have the Cloquet-Esco Carleton Lumberjacks traveling to the Virginia Mountain Iron Buell Blue Devils. And Thursday night, big game. Eveleth Gilbert hosting Virginia Mountain Iron Buell. That's going to be a fun night at the historic Eveleth Hippodrome. And then we've got more coverage the rest of the week. We'll talk about that in a bit too as well. So we're ready to get underway here for period number 3 between Prior Lake and Grand Forks. As back in the Prior Lake end as Scarperud has it. Scarperud works it for Vetch. Scarperud with it. Plays it back to Stroh. Sends it in to Scarperud. Scarperud over to Reynolds. Reynolds reels it back to Noreen. Noreen now with it. Noreen works it in, shot right on. Locked down Scarper with a chance in front. As shot placed on by Stroh. Loose puck out front, Reynolds scores! He puts the Grand Forks ahead 4-0 now on a power play goal.
If Reynolds scored that, that would be his second goal of the game. He also has 1 assist. So if Grand Forks gets the victory here in this championship game, Reynolds could definitely be a candidate for our Iron Range Apparel Player of the Game.
So back to get it now behind the net is Ray. Out through center ice and to the Lakers' end. Tipped out. As the Aviators will play it now as Jackson will pick it up, gets it over on the other side. Reynolds from Vetch and Scarperud on the Vetch and Scarperud on the assist on that goal.
Well, that puts a damper on things here for Prior Lake. 4-0 with 15:24 remaining here in the third period in this championship game between Prior Lake and Grand Forks.
Yeah, Lakers were hoping to get something going here in period number 3. They've got to get going now. As the Lakers turn it back in, as Grand Forks will take it away at center ice here. And carried in by Barry. Shot on goal. Turned aside by Mickett. And fired into the corner. Rice fires it over to the other side. Brought out to center ice. This is Roush. Roush bringing it into the Aviators' end. Ray at center ice plays it back in. Just off the blocker side of goaltender Mickett. Scarperud picks it up here at center, fires it in and gets through. And the Lakers behind the net. Loose puck. And backhanded out, picked up by Scarperud. Plays it over to Vetch. Scarperud has it, plays it back to the point. Sent in, shot wide of the net. As the Lakers have it, they move it out to center. Brought in, tipped in by Boyce. Aviators tip it back in. Sparta sends it. Out to center and now brought in by Philpott. Blasting around the board was Levine. Out through center it comes. Picked up by Ray. Ray plays it back into the Lakers zone for the icing. And out to on the other side as the Aviators bring in. As a shot on goal by the Aviators. Okay, and back to play here behind the net as the Aviators keep it in. Marta playing it. Lakers will move it along the half wall. There's Rice trying to help out there. And kept in. Ray keeps it in. Plays it to Barda. Barda now with it. Over to Philpott. Sends it back to the point to Barry. Barry keeps it in. Rice picks it up now. Rice tips it out through center. Bouncing puck picked up by Rice. Rice has it. Now the Lakers come in. It was Anderson. And the Aviators turn it back the other way and fired back in by Barda. Then Seth, and coming out with it was Pearson. Turn back the other way is Stroh. Stroh behind the net. Plays it out to center, and Andres brings it in. Behind the net, picked up by Pearson. Kept in by the Aviators. Over behind the net, the Lakers come out with it through center ice, skating, trying to skate in. That was Eider trying to skate in for the Lakers. Taco takes it away, shot right on, point blank shot. Good chance for Taco to get the Lakers on board here. There's Pearson now wheeling behind his own net here. One goal might give them some momentum jump. But the Noreen controls it. Noreen gets it out as Taco tries to play it at center. Picked up by Scarperud. Or that was Revac, I'm sorry. Apologize for that. As held in. As Reynolds has it at center. Drives it back in. Mickett save. Reynolds gets it over to Scarperd, back to Barry. Barry puts it towards the net. And turn the other way is Eider. Eider comes in, skating in. Has help from Pavic. Reynolds picks it up. Penalty upcoming on Prior Lake. Barry with a shot. Goes over the top of the net. Reynolds will play back to Ray. Ray sends it forward, and that's the stoppage of play. So 9:52 left here in our third period of play. Grand Forks 4 and Prior Lake 0. Barry keeps it in. Barry puts it into the corner. Prior Lake will try to get to it. Taco trying to get to it at center ice. Sent back in by the Aviators. This is Barda behind the net. Barda defended on the play. And work it out to Ray at the point. Comes out to center. There it is, comes in for Ray, has it. Ray moves it in over a chance off the stick of Barda. Great save by Mickett there. Moved behind the net, picked up by Sheffield. Sheffield will get it out for the Lakers, and that's going to be nicing. Continuing our high school hockey coverage this week. Friday night we will have Hibbing, Chisholm, and Warroad. And the game is in Hibbing. And then Saturday Blake is looking at doing Hill Murray and Grand Rapids as a possibility as well this week for us here. This is held in by Noreen, puts a shot wide of the mark. Andres back there, leaves it. The Aviators wheel it around in their own, the Lakers' end. Nice tip play, defensive play by Pearson. Tips away from the front of the net. Turning the other way is Eider. Eider works it to Anderson. Anderson moves it in. Anderson with a shot on. Playing out to center comes the Aviators. Dumped back in for Stroh trying to play it. Stroh dumps it into the Lakers zone. Playing around on the other side, fired out by the Lakers to the half wall. Lakers are back at full strength. And we get a whistle for the offside. Okay, this is Ray. Sends it over to Barry. Nice defensive play. Lakers playing good job in the neutral zone there. Into the corner, picked up by Scarperud. He loses it. He still gets back to Reynolds. And he'll wheel it around as Vetch in there. Tries to get out to Reynolds, fired out by the Lakers for the icing. 7:10 left in our championship game here between Grand Forks and Prior Lake. And the Lakers get it out here as Ray dumps it back in. Behind the net, the Lakers get it out. Moving it in now is Eider on the other side, gets it out front. And a chance for the Lakers to, another scoring opportunity. Nice chance for Boyce there. Boyce wins that draw back to Levine. Shot on, save by Peterson. Boyce plays it back to the point. Held in as Pregler. Aviators come out with it. Fired on net. And a whistle, stoppage of play. Face-off coming to the right side of goaltender Van Mickett. As Ray sends it through, gets blocked down. Nice job by the Lakers getting it out there. Out is Rayvac, works in. Rayvac with another chance on the rebound. Rayvac behind the net now. Rayvac gets it back to the point, sent in by Stokes to Rayvac. Behind the net, the Lakers keep it in. As played by Eider. And it comes out as Grand Forks brings it through center. Barta brings it in. Barta skating it in. And bringing it out is going to be Stokes here. Sent back in by Barry. Tipped out to center, picked up by Barry. Loose puck. Picked up by Andres. No, drives it into the Lakers zone. Lakers are going to come out with it here to center. Plays it ahead as Stokes knocks it out. Left for Ray. Ray plays it to Johansson. Andres. Johansson with it now. Johansson driving towards the net. Gets ridden off the play. As the Lakers will get it out here. Coming out is Taco. Taco works it back in. And Vetch in the corner. Behind the net is Barry. Barry getting to that puck over on that half wall. Out to Scarperud. Reynolds is going to pick it up here. Reynolds skates and then shoots, he scores! And that's going to be the hat trick for number 19, Mason Reynolds.
Well, he's definitely going to be the player of the game here for us. Could probably announce that now. He has 3 goals and 1 assist for Grand Forks. He has a point on 4 of the goals, 4 out of the 5 goals for Grand Forks. Still 4:27 remaining, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but 5-0 with 4:27 remaining in our final period of play.
Try to pick up the assist on that goal. There was at least 1 assist there possibly. And the Lakers have it behind the net. Sheffield. Okay, so Scarperud and Ray on the assist for that Grand Forks goal. And Prior Lakes works it over to the half wall, kept in by the Aviators. As they move in. Behind the net, picked up by Philpott, working it around. Philpott slides it back to the point, shot on by Noreen. Wheeling around is Stroh. Gets it over to Noreen. He'll have to come out to center, and as they'll check up. And the Lakers will get it out. Here is Rice driving it in for the Lakers. Barry with 3:28 left here in the championship game between Grand Forks and Prior Lake. Behind the net, no, there's Noreen. Skates it out to center. Noreen will bring it in, shot right on. Blocked down by the goaltender and kept in play. And up and out of play here. So our next broadcast on Up North Hockey here is going to be Tuesday night from Virginia. Cloquet-Esco Carleton Lumberjacks versus the Virginia Mountain Iron Buell Blue Devils. In a game over in Virginia Tuesday night. There's a shot just wide of the mark by Ravac.
Yeah, 2 teams we've seen play before this year, but it was early in the season when we saw both teams play, so we get to see how they progressed as their seasons have gone on, and who knows, it could be a good one between Cloquet-Esco Carleton and Virginia MIB.
Yeah, we haven't seen them play for a while, and see what's happening with those 2 teams Tuesday night. As Barry will play it back in to the Lakers zone. Picked up by Emerson. He'll fire it out to the point. As fighting for it was Eider trying to get it out here. And placed in by Ravac. Ravac with a shot right on. And a save by goaltender Peterson. So 2:17 left here, period number 3. The Lakers send it in. A shot over the top of the net by Fanenstein. As the Scarperud and Fanenstein work for that loose puck. Got a whistle or a penalty coming up here against Grand Forks. So minute 54 left here. The Prior Lake with the power play coming up. It is at center, controlled by Fanenstein. He dumps it in. Picked up by Taco. Back to Fanenstein. Wheeling around, Fanenstein with a blast. Right on. Shot gets blocked down. Shot, goal! And a goal on the power play. Number 8, Jack Taco, is going to get credited with that goal. So he put that one home. And they break the shutout. Actually, I think 18. I think actually 18 is going to get. Is it 18? I can't see that jersey number.
Well, they get one there. Not going to affect anything. 5-1 with 1:30 remaining here in the third period. But it does break the shutout here in this championship game.
Yeah, I actually think that. All right, so they did give the goal to Taco and Fanenstein on the assist. And as I was getting the goal call, Grand Forks went down and scored another goal. Minute left, coming up on a minute left here in our third period of play. Fired in by Levine. As Ray scored unassisted for Grand Forks. Brought out to center and dumped through. Picked up by Levine. Levine playing it. Levine behind the net and gets it out to the point to Kimmis. Trying to get it out of the zone. Fired back in by the Aviators. Got 20 seconds left in the game here. Worked towards the front of the net by Andres. Andres playing it in there to help out his Boyce for the Lakers. Boyce has it in the corner. And they'll get it out to center ice. And that'll do it. Grand Forks wins the championship of the 2020 Star of the North Bantam AA tournament here in Grand Rapids by a score of 6-1 over Prior Lake. Well, Blake, the Lakers just couldn't get it going here today.
No, they couldn't. We thought this would maybe be a closer championship game, but you never know what's going to happen in Bantam AA. You've seen teams in the bottom half of the Bantam AA rankings play with teams that are in the top half, so you never know what's going to happen in Bantam AA. But in this game, in this championship game, it just wasn't Prior Lake's game, and Grand Forks really came to play as well.
Yeah, so they definitely was. It's always tough when you got to play 2 games in one day. That makes it hard, but Grand Forks putting together a very nice weekend here in Grand Rapids. Blake will have your third period scoring summary there as well.
All right, so here's the third period scoring summary. Grand Forks scored a goal at the 49-second mark of the third period. Scoring the goal was number 19, Mason Reynolds. Assist to number 9, Riley Vesch. And number 18, Carson Scarprud. Then Grand Forks added another one. Scoring the goal was number 19, Mason Reynolds once again. Assist to number 18, Carson Scarprud. And number 2, Mason Ray. Prior Lake got on the board on the power play with a goal from number 8, Jack Taco. Assist to number 10, Ben Fanenstein. And then Grand Forks added one more goal at the end of this period. Scoring the goal was number 2, Mason Ray. Final score here today, it's 6-1. Grand Forks over Prior Lake in the Bantam AA Star of the North championship game.
Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you for everybody for joining our coverage this weekend between here at the Bantam AA Tournament, Star North Tournament. Grand Forks is the winner of the tournament today, this weekend. Good weekend for them. Any final thoughts, Blake, before we sign off for the day?
Nope, just join us for our next broadcast. Virginia Mountain Iron Beulah and Cloquet Esco Carleton tomorrow night from the Miners Memorial Building. So for Randy, I'm Blake. We thank you for joining us all weekend for the Bantam AA Tournament here in Grand Rapids. And we'll see you Tuesday night from Virginia. Have a good day, everyone.